I'm Dr. Lara, and welcome to another video of Q&A with the angels. So, mm, I just, all right. So I just have to be honest here. Grab a cup of tea because it's going to be a little bit of a longer video, and it's going to be very interesting. We got some really great questions coming through, and I just want to preface this with the first question that I'm going to read. A few weeks ago, the angels were telling me you need to talk about this. And I was like, nope. My sweatshirt. Nope, I don't want to talk about it. And so I got an email from somebody that was asking me this question. And I just want to let you know that I'm being completely vulnerable here because it's been an elephant in the room for many light workers, and it's a tough question to answer. So my intention is to do my best to come from a place of love and with the angel's influence, but I know that I am human and there is ego involved. So I'm going to do my best to answer this first question from a place of love with the angel's influence to help us understand this question. Okay, ready? Here's the question. How come as a healer the fees are so excessive? I have noticed many with capital letters who are called to such gifts charge a house or a car payment or even more. It is alarming when people who are seeking just a need to get a break and reset, and they should be given better options. I just cannot seem to wrap my head around this in understanding it. Thank you. Whoever sent this to me, thank you for emailing it to me personally. I appreciate it. And I know that there's a lot of people that feel the way you do. And so hopefully what I get into today will help you better understand where light workers are coming from. So prefacing that, it's not a generalization. I'm not speaking for all light workers. With everything, there are people that look to make a buck. I'm not going to deny that. So I'm just coming from my own personal view and from fellow light workers, because I'm in a network, in a community of fellow light workers, and it has been something that we talk about often. So where to start? I just want to say, for us light workers, for us healers, first of all, these are not gifts that we are given from God, from my perspective, okay? Now you can agree with it or not, doesn't matter. If you don't, you probably already clicked the video. So these are, in my opinion, in what I'm getting, is these are not gifts from God that have been bestowed upon us, okay? I have done many lifetimes of coming to these planets and of raising the vibration and doing this healing work. I have worked very hard through many lifetimes to work on the craft that I have. And in this lifetime, I have done a lot of work to cultivate these talents. Okay, these are talents and abilities that we have. They haven't been given to us because we're special. Okay, this is part of my makeup. This is part of who I am. I came to this planet to do this work, to help raise the vibration. And I just so happen to be able to connect with the angels and with all of these other energies so that I'm able to do this energy work. So that's the first thing. The second thing is, if I didn't have to charge for money, I would be so happy with that. If I could, I would give all of this away for free, and I wouldn't have to worry about money, and I wouldn't have to charge, okay? It is not an easy thing for light workers to do this. And the reason why, there's a couple reasons why. Years ago, like centuries ago, there were oracles, there were shamans, and they were part of a village. And they were revered as like somebody very important. And that was their job. Their job was to help people through rough times. Their job was to do the healings. And the people in the village knew that. And so their food was provided for, their shelter was provided for. Okay. And in other times, like in the Greek times, there were oracles, and people would line up and they would give chickens, or they would give eggs, or they would give blankets, or whatever, but they gave something to these people, to the oracles and to the shamans, so that they could do their work. It's not like that now in this lifetime. It's not. Society's been conditioned to think that these are gifts that are bestowed upon us and we should give them away for free. And if we could, we would. Please understand that. If we could, we would. But we can't. We still need to eat. We still need to have a roof over our head. And that is part of the challenge of why a lot of light workers don't do this, is because they can't make a living at it, so they don't do it at all. And it's very unfortunate. But then there's some people like me, like I can't do anything else. Physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, I can't do anything else because I know that this is what I need to do. And when I do these videos, but I also have sessions, but the energy that it takes to do those sessions, I can only do one a day. So it's just part of us having to understand that these are talents and these are abilities that we have cultivated. And if we just give it away for free, what happens is people just take, and our energy is depleted. And if there's no reciprocation, then we can't do our work. So, and right now, this reciprocation is money, because that's the world we live in right now. Now, why is it so much? I know light workers that don't charge a lot and they're depleted. And I know light workers that charge too much and they don't have clients. So the reason for that is because it's a very delicate energy balance. So if I charge too much, then it doesn't resonate and people won't book sessions. If I charge too little, I'll have all these sessions and my energy will be depleted, and then I will be resentful, and then I won't be able to be at my best. So for each individual light worker, they have to find that sweet spot for the price. Okay? So that is the reason why I charge what I charge. I can't speak for anybody else, but that's why I charge what I charge. And I do get that it is a lot, and for a lot of people. So what I do these videos to help people. That's for free. I have things on my website. I have courses on my website that are not that expensive that can help you move through things. So that's part of the reason why I do what I do, is because I know not everybody can afford it. But also, the people that come to me, they understand that they need to invest in themselves and they're ready to work. Okay? The people that I work with are ready and open. I am not here to heal anybody. I'm not here to change anybody, fix anybody. I'm not here to take away anybody's pain. That's not what I do. I help people get on the path of their soul's path. And they know that they have to do the work as well. And it's kind of like a symbiotic relationship that I have with my clients. So let me see if there's anything else that the angels want to say about that. And then I'll get on to the next question. They want you to understand that everything is energy. And the construct of money, there's so many beliefs around it, like negative beliefs around it, like it has enslaved humanity. And if we can learn to look at money as just a form of energy exchange, and to understand that the more we give of something, the more we're going to receive of something. But if we hold on to it and we're fearful of it, that just creates more lack in our environment. And it doesn't have to just do with money. It has to do, like, if you're listening to these videos, like the videos, comment on the videos, share the videos, subscribe to the channel. And it's not just this one, it's to anything that you listen to. Any video, any YouTuber, anybody that you listen to, but the act of you doing that, it puts the energy in motion for things to move. If someone is just listening on the internet, like listening to all these videos and then clicking and then going off and doing their thing, that's just taking. You're just taking. But if you leave a comment, if you push a like, if you send the videos, if you do that, if you donate, whatever it is, that puts the energy forward, in motion. So if you're lacking something in your life, whether it's money, whether it's love, whether it's appreciation, start giving that out. Start giving that out, and understand that if you're wanting something to change in your life, there's nobody outside of you that's going to do that for you. You are in control of your own life, your own destiny. And if you can't afford something right now, pick up a book, journal, talk to people. There are things that you can do that can help you move through the things that you are feeling. Okay, so that was, I did it. I did not want to do that question, but I hope that it helps, and I hope that gives some clarity. If you have any comments about that or would like more clarity about that, just put them in the comments and we can keep going on that one. Hopefully not. No, I'm just kidding. That's fine. Okay, the next one, this was interesting. Wondering about the planets and which dimensional frequencies the planets are in. Are they in 3D also? What is the highest and lowest vibration, and will they go up in vibration as Gaia ascends? Okay. So what I'm seeing this is Earth, and I'm seeing the planets that are, out in our galaxy. And the Earth vibration, actually, the Earth is, it's like the hub. It's like the hub of a lot of different planets. And it's almost like with the Earth, with its vibration and its light, as it begins to rise up, it emanates out this energy, and it helps the other planets rise as well. So what I'm seeing is that it's all going to come up. Actually, too, we're going to be discovering more planets is what they're showing me, because we're going to be expanding more. So more planets are going to come into our existence. Okay. It's kind of like with people. When one person raises their vibration, the light shines out, and it gives permission for the other people to shine their light. And then more people come into your experience that are of your vibration. And the people that don't want to rise up to the vibration go somewhere else. They either pass on or they're in a different consciousness. And I guess it's kind of the same with the planets, but it looks like Earth is the hub of this, and it's going to help the other planets ascend. And this is interesting too. So we're also going to be seeing life on other planets, which is pretty cool. A lot of people talk about disclosure and, seeing it here on this planet, which I hear is going to be, within a few years. But as we're able to travel, we are going to be on different planets, and we are going to be seeing different species. There you go. I would not have said that, but that's really interesting. Thank you for that question. These are great questions. Okay, the next one. What's happening with our senses? Their eyes are getting worse and they're having strange vibrational noises and shifts and sounds in their ears. And can we do anything to aid the shift? Okay. So if we can understand frequency, like in music, in tones, okay, so we're raising our frequency, so it would make sense that we're hearing different tones in our ears at different times. What they're telling me is when we hear that in our ears, listen. Oftentimes they are angels or they're your higher self trying to get your attention. So that could be something. If you stop and just say, okay, what is it you want me to know? And you don't get anything, that's fine too. What else is happening is it oftentimes the toning in the ears, it's accompanied with a download of energy. And these downloads of energy, they're coming into our body and they're kind of like activating things that we already know. Like we have everything within us, within our DNA, within our cells, but they're kind of asleep sometimes. And with these frequencies and with these light codes coming in, they're actually activating things within our body. Now, we don't need to know what is being downloaded right away because it's being activated, but when it's time for us to know what it is, it will come to us. That you will hear it in our intuition, or we'll say, oh, maybe I'll do it this way. So that's what's happening. As far as the eyesight goes, what they're telling me is, ooh, sorry, we are, our physical senses is kind of lessening, and our sixth sense, our intuition, is strengthening. So we've had so much dependence on these five senses that we've kind of like lost that sixth sense. But what's happening is that sixth sense, that intuition, that is getting stronger. So we're going to be relying on that more. And I'm getting some specific message for this person that asked the question. Don't worry, you're not going to lose your eyesight. You're not. It's not a, it's temporary. Okay. In actuality, like what they're telling me, like as our frequencies get higher, we might experience better eyesight. We might experience better hearing. Okay. Because the reason why our eyes are bad or we have bad hearing, there's a lot of belief structures that are behind that. So as we let go of those belief structures that is creating the bad eyesight, our eyes will actually start getting better. That's pretty cool. Okay. All right. So here's the last question. Does free will exist? I asked for help with my physical health and I haven't seen anything. If we are loved unconditionally by the universe and the angels, then why do we experience pain and trauma? I paraphrased that. That wasn't the exact question, but I just paraphrased it. Excellent question, and thank you for that question. I know a lot of people are probably thinking the same thing. So let's see what the angels have to say about that one. Okay. So the angels, they're just coming in right now. They're like flooding in, and they're just surrounding us with so much love, with so much light, and they just they want you to understand that life doesn't happen to us. Life happens through us. And this is why the emotions are so important. And this is why the belief structures that we hold are so important. It's not separate from our physical body. Our spirit, our mental, our physical, emotional, they're all connected. So if we're holding thoughts that are of anger and resentment, of fear, of doubt, of rage, that's all energy. And it's not a very good feeling energy. But if that is not expressed, it goes into our body and it creates dis-ease. So the more that we clean up our inner house of emotions, of our traumas, of letting go of resentments, and having forgiveness, like the more that we clear that inner emotional turmoil, the more that we are going to experience better health. And they want you to understand that, okay? We are the stewards of our own ship. And the way that we treat our bodies, like our bodies are just a reflection of how we treat our bodies. Are we exercising? Are we eating well? Are we drinking enough water? Are we getting enough sunlight? Are we taking care of our emotional side? Are we letting go of resentments? Are we forgiving where it needs to be forgiven? Are we practicing self-care? Like all of that. And they just want you to know that the angels, they're not here to heal or to guide you. No, not guide you. They're not here to do things for you. We are here to do things for ourselves. We have everything within us. What the angel, okay, so what their job is to guide us to where we can get that help. Okay? So if you don't feel well and you get this idea, oh, I should check out this holistic doctor, then check out the holistic doctor. And that doctor might be able to help you with something. You understand? So it's like they don't do it for us, but they guide us on the path so we can do it ourselves and experience the healing through our own senses and our own efforts. That is the energy right now. Okay? As we raise our frequency, there will be people that can channel that energy that will be able to take away some of that pain. It can happen. There may be people out there right now. But ultimately, it is your belief in that person that's going to be able to have that healing. That person doesn't do the healing. That person may channel that energy, but it's your frequency, it's your belief that it can help you is what the healing is, when the healing will occur. So still, that is your responsibility for your own healing. Okay, so those were the questions. Keep them coming. I do have to admit I was really nervous about this one, but I made it through. So just, if there's something that scares you, you can dig your heels in, but eventually it's going to come to light. Just like I didn't want to answer these questions, but the angels were like, yes, you are. So anyway, thank you so much, all of you, for being here. I really appreciate your time, your energy, your comments, your love. I'm just honored. Thank you so much.